Bitcoin Cash once again. Come on down, feel free to join the chat. We are live. Come on down to the chat, guys. Make yourself feel like you're part of something great. Come on down. Keep the dream alive. Come on down. We are open, so come on down. Live on Bitcoin Cash once again, so just come on down. So easy to join the chat. You literally can join so easily, so just come on down. I'm sure some great people will come to the chat this evening. Dino Ponds, what's going on, brother? Great to see you, great to see you. Guys, I'm just opening up the chat to make it consistent. I'm not opening up the chat for, because there's anything huge going on. The prices are, where they're at. Dogecoin went up today, which is just insane. So we're getting some of these movements that are a little weird. Just random coins going up at random times. Litecoin back up almost to $80. Just craziness. Dino Ponds, like I said, welcome back. Feel free to drop anything you want in the chat. Open it up for a little while, see if anybody comes down here. It's Korean Boy J. Welcome. Do you want to go by Korean Boy J or do you want to go by HJ, my man? I've been kind of going back and forth with it. I kind of want to commit to one name here, at least for a period of time until we change it. Bitcoin Cash for life, HJ says. Korean Boy J. So yeah, guys, nothing's changed really. I'm just doing this for consistency purposes. Be a little consistent with it. That's really all it is. There's no. These little fan tokens. I don't know what these are, man. AS Roma fan token, OG fan token. I'm not watching the soccer thing, guys. I know it's going on. I've seen people watching it. Maybe these, I don't know. Maybe they have some kind of relevance to the winner and the loser of the World Cup. I don't know. Let me know. Believe game. Yeah, where do we start? It's Friday, where do we start? I'd like to see a little pump action over the weekend, not gonna lie. My Friday night's pretty cozy, man, yeah. Just staying at home, nothing really going on. I became a very low-key individual, my man. I don't want to go out, I don't want to party, I don't want to go to gatherings or any of that stuff. Yeah, I saw B&B up earlier. It's like over $310 now. I couldn't believe it, man. Honestly, Dino Ponds, good looks. I'm not sure when it made the initial jump. But yeah, it's over $310 now. And it's up for the week too, over 30% too, I believe. So yeah, it's just insanity, man. Insanity. Up like 4% for today. That vodka. B&B is starting to look too risky. All these CEX are scary to me. No, I'm definitely with you on that, man. I've never been a fan of exchange tokens. I mean, they've been doing them forever. They're nothing new. I mean, I don't know, guys. They're just not for me. I mean, some of them don't even come off the exchange. Fortunately, BNB, Binance Coin, you know, you can get it in a decentralized wallet. They have it in multiple wallet supports. But I mean, if the exchange, for some reason, you know, same with FTX, and it still went down. Same with Terra Luna, and it still went down. So even if you put it in a decentralized wallet, I don't know how really safe it really is. It seems like the mineable coins are the ones that are kind of, you know, going up against Core right now. I mean, I did a whole video on that last night. If you guys are catching this on a rerun, it's pretty much the same people in the chat last night. I mean, we were going into depth about it, pretty much just, you know, these altcoins seem to just be going up against Core, kind of all together. It's pretty good, I guess. I don't care anybody other I don't care about other coin no more, Chad. I'm gonna keep it real for life. I'm BCH for life. Yeah, that's a good motto, man. I'm not gonna try to change you there. Chad, you do any online Black Friday shopping? Nah, I didn't, man. You know, I went to Costco and it was the weirdest thing, bro. I went to Costco and of course it was packed. You know, I waited in the afternoon to go. I went to the gym. I went after the gym to kind of restock the food source here. And man, I went there and it was so packed. And I kind of was walking through the store and I saw some stuff, and it really didn't. I didn't feel like the stuff was on sale. So there was a guy there that worked there. I said, "Hey, sir, is there anything on sale today?" And he goes, "No, I think it's just regular price." But people were looking at stuff like that they wouldn't usually look at. Like I think there was somebody looking at one of those solar things. They were talking to the computer guys, and you know, usually when you go in those places, 9 times out of 10 you can walk by and they're just going to be not, you know, selling anybody on anything. But every single thing was occupied, like the solar little demonstration, the computer demonstration, the jewelry demonstration. So people were in that Black Friday mode of shopping, thinking they're going to get a discount. But at Costco, I didn't see any discounts. So I think it was kind of weird because everything was discounted. But I kind of think Costco always does that. So I don't think there was really any Black Friday stuff going on that Costco. I mean, from what the guy told me. Costco doesn't do real Black Friday deals. Yeah, I mean, I've done the Black Friday thing, man. Not gonna lie. I mean, the shirt I got on, this is probably a 3 or 4 year old shirt, and that was the last time I went to Black Friday in person shopping, because it took me like a nightmare to part, a nightmare to pay for the stuff, and I could have got it all online. I do like going to look at it though and seeing it in person, but I told myself, man, never again. Last time I went, it just wasn't worth it. It was just so much of an effort to be bombarded with people 3 feet from you in every direction for basically the entire time. So I would probably do it online if I did it, but I really didn't need anything. I kind of need some shoes, so maybe you know, they usually run these cyber things throughout the week. Maybe I'll get a new pair of kicks, but yeah, not this week, man. You gotta restock your underwear, t-shirts, toothbrush. Yeah, man, I got all that, bro. I buy that stuff in bulk. These t-shirts I wear, I just like them. But yeah, I don't have 4-year-old underwear, bro, or 4-year-old toothbrush. I'm not hurting that bad. I just buy a pack of toothbrushes of, you know, 5 or 6 at a time. I get my underwear at Costco anyways. I mean, probably a little bit too TMI, but you know, I try to update the underwear every couple months, man. I don't want to get any brownie stains or any discoloration around the dick area, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I don't wear my underwear for long periods of time, and you know, toothbrushes and socks for long periods of time, and I throw that shit out and get fresh stuff. But yeah, I do keep my shirts a while, you know. You know, this shirt's definitely worn out, but you know, really my wardrobe has turned into, you know, a couple nice dress outfits that I'll do for work. You know, I got 4 or 5 outfits I can wear that are, you know, nice, that I keep, you know, nice. And then other than that, man, I got like this shirt and a few other t-shirts that I just kind of lounge around the house, or, you know, go to the gym or whatnot. Haven't really felt the need to upgrade them, but I'm gonna definitely do so probably pretty soon on some sleeveless shirts. So I got a ton of Nike sportswear for cheap. Yeah, I bought a bunch of Nike stuff a couple months ago back in January, bro. They were having a deal at the outlet mall. They do like a friends and family. If you have the app, and it's like 30% off the whole store. Or more. It might even be 50% off. It's something really crazy, man. They do it like twice a year. And you got to be part of their app, but it's a good amount. I would say it's probably like Black Friday, man. And I bought a bunch of stuff, and everything but one thing, man, I outgrew, bro, because I put on a pretty good amount of weight. None of the shorts fit me. I still wear them, but the shorts are like, I think I got a medium, man, and they're just too small. But yeah, man, glad you got some deals. But yeah, not for me, man. I didn't buy anything. I got pretty much everything I need. I feel like I don't want to buy stuff just to buy. But I'm glad you upgraded your wardrobe, bro. I mean, you can't ever go wrong there. You know, I got a couple things I wear that are pretty nice, that are pretty recent. But you know, I'm just not. I don't know, man. I'm just not the shopping type, I guess. I like a new pair of shoes every couple months, you know, just because I like putting my feet into a new pair of shoes. I don't like wearing just some busted ass shoes. So I'll go all out on shoes and spend a couple $100, you know, a year on shoes. But you know, other than my wardrobe, man, it's pretty much the same kind of stuff. But yeah, man, that's great that you upgraded. I mean, you can never go wrong there. Just because I didn't do it doesn't mean I shouldn't. So yeah, guys, HJ, Korean Boy J, Dino Pond's in the house. Got a couple other people just joined the chat. Feel free to, you know, do a comment in the little comment box. Let us know you're here, and kind of coast on through the evening. Not a lot going on. So kind of on auto cruise, and yeah, we're just cruising. So definitely join the chat and let us know what's going on. So I went to a legal dispensary yesterday and tried to get them to onboard BCH, and they said no, not interested. Yeah, I mean, at least you tried, man. And you know, that's all that really matters. A lot of those dispensaries, man, they're at least down near where I'm at. I see them like open up and close down the same 3-4 months. So I don't think we have to really do anything for adoption here in California, man. It's all gonna happen overnight. These smaller places, you know, Bitcoin Jason, he's in the chat a lot. These smaller cities, man, that they're doing them out of, that'll replicate kind of slowly now, but it'll pick up speed and a lot more little town, not little cities, like good sized cities will do all that stuff. And you know, before you know it, the U.S. will inevitably have to adopt. So at least you hear about it and they start thinking about it and looking into it. Yeah, they might actually look into it now. They probably didn't even know what the hell you were talking about, honestly. And they don't really know it's a payment system. If they did, they probably would have talked to you a little bit more about it, Jay. They probably would have been like, well, what do you mean it's a payment system? Can we do it from there or do it from here? Smoking on that Zaza. Yeah, man, do what you do. Nothing wrong with Zaza. So do what you do, man. You know, this is a no judgment zone. This is like Planet Fitness, bro. We don't judge here. Got my sparkling water here. And we're doing the damn thing, guys. So thanks for coming down. Thanks for taking time out of your night to check out the chat and just chill, man. Just post it up right now. So like I said, man, we're getting a lot of action on these altcoins. You know, nobody's really talking about it. There's no big build-up about it, but I mean, if you watch the coins, you'll see it. It's been happening all last couple weeks. So, you know, even Ripple took off earlier today, I saw. So on Core, it's doing good too. It's coming up on a 3-month high. So, I mean, I was looking at all this stuff recently, guys. Last couple chats, if you've been here. If you're catching this on a rerun, I mean, I've been going over all this stuff. I'm not trying to call prices. I'm just trying to call patterns. That's all we're doing on here. Speculating on which one's going to go up when is almost impossible, it feels like. But you can spot a couple patterns. A lot of these altcoins have been going up against Core, against ETH. Chad, you still going to live? You still going to go in? Chad, you still going to go to live even when BCH price hits 5K plus? Yeah, man. I don't plan on not doing these chats based on price. In all honesty, if the price goes up, the chats will probably be better. I mean, if BCH went to 5K each, you know, I'd probably do a little bit more work in the chats, honestly, because we'd probably be getting a lot more people coming in. You know, I like to do giveaways, things like that. I like to get big enough where we can do like Bitcoin Cash giveaways. You know, nothing crazy, just like you do a couple every show, you know, like, you know, a little giveaway, Bitcoin Cash amounts, have people come on the show, you know, just say like, you know, just say that they're part of Bitcoin Cash, basically. It doesn't have to be some drawn out thing, but do a couple drawings and, you know, do a couple giveaways, that kind of thing, you know, just to promote it. I think it'd be cool. So we'll see, man. We will definitely see. Jade Baz, hi Chad, are you still working full-time in real estate? The housing market is definitely slowing down here in Australia. Hey Jade. Yeah, I'm still doing real estate. You know, since we're talking about it, I'll show you the house that I'm selling right now. So this is it right here. It's in escrow, so it's a nice house, but it's taken a long time to sell. It's been on the market 23 days. So, you know, there's my listing, it's mine. So, it's been kind of a rough run just evaluating it as a realtor as the market turns. It's, you know, I've had listings here recently in the last couple months, and, you know, it's taken me a few months to get another listing, but I've seen it, you know, when the market was hot, when it was cooling down, and it's definitely cooled down. So you got to be, you know, I try to really when I post a listing, when I take on a listing, I like to be really clear with, for one, to the seller about what the market is, because if you want to get it under contract, you got to be the deal in the area. You can't hang out at these crazy prices, and you know, these prices have came down considerably, and if you're not the lowest price and can say why, and you have a very clear idea of what stuff's selling for. I mean, you don't want to give the house away, but as you see, here's the one that's cheaper. It needs some work, you know, it needs a remodel. And then here's one that's cheaper, or more expensive, and it's got one bathroom. So my house is definitely the nicest in the area. It's you know, the nicest inside, very nice. The owner's done a lot of work to it, upgrades, but even at all those upgrades and all that, you know, upgrading and stuff like that, it still has been on the market 23 days. And we did have a few offers on it that came in a little low. Finally, we got an offer that was, you know, pretty reasonable, and, you know, grateful for that. So, yeah, but I mean, after this sell, you know, I got nothing, so I gotta find another another sale. And it doesn't stop, you know, just because you sell a house, guys. It doesn't stop. All in BCH. Yeah, I mean, I've been buying BCH when I do make sales, guys. That's kind of been the routine. That's why I haven't bought Bitcoin Cash in a while. I was able to buy a little bit more here, you know, at the dip, but I mean, I haven't been able to, you know, buy insane amounts of Bitcoin Cash just because I don't have deep pockets like that, guys. I'm really just kind of in the average earning bracket, you know, in all honesty. I'm not, you know, being a real estate agent is not as fruitful as people think. It's a lot of work. How long do you usually take to sell a house if you think 23 days is a long time? Well, I would say that I don't really like to take listings that I can't sell under 30 days. I mean, it's just too, because if you're having to think, I mean, unless it's a really expensive house, let me back up a little bit. If it's over 1.2 million, it's going to take a little bit longer to sell. If it's under 1.2 million, I'd like to sell it within 30 days. Like 30 days, if it hasn't sold, you know, you're waiting on a buyer. You're not really being a market maker, broker coming in here and creating a market. That's what I did with that last house. I looked at the comps. I evaluated what sold in the last 30 days. I found a running average of price per square foot. I applied it to every single house in the area and tried to think in my head, why is this house worth more than mine? So when I finally narrowed that number down, I decided $699 was the way to go, and it was the cheapest house in the area for a good 2 weeks, and we got a lot of action on it comparatively to other homes in the area. And you know, being a rough market, it still took a little while, and it hasn't closed yet, but you know, I'm fairly confident in it that it will. But you know, you just have to have fair prices, guys. Like, you can't. There has to be fair prices in everything. It's not just real estate. Like, it goes into crypto and everything. We were paying outrageous prices for close to a year. I mean, Bitcoin Cash was $600, you know, all the way up from $400 or $500, all the way up to you know, $1,500 for months. You know, going up and down. And the prices were really high. You know, same with real estate. They're really high, and people aren't going to pay them. And, you know, they come down. That's usually what happens. Just curious, are you paid only on commission, or do you also receive a base salary? Not sure how it works over there. Yeah, it's all commission over here. So the average commission is between about 4 and 6%. Usually, and you usually split that with a buying broker, so it's, you know, anywhere from 2 to 3. You know, to be honest, I will go lower. I don't like to, but I will go lower if that's what it takes to get the business. You know, I've done it several times. I'll continue to do it because you got to be competitive, guys. If there's other, you know, just like if there's other coins, there's other people that are going to be able to do the same thing you're doing and do it for a cheaper price. You know, it may not make what are you worth, but it also might be, what is the business worth to you? A lot of people don't think about it. It's not, oh, I'm worth this, or I'm worth 2%, or I'm worth 3%, but it's also, you know, is the business worth it for you? I usually like to do a 2.5 commission on the listing side and a 2.5 on the buyer side, because the reason I do that is it's kind of in the middle. It's not low, it's not the lowest one, it's not the highest one. It's right in the middle. But you know, on the listing side, you can be more flexible because, you know, you don't have the buyer. Can you lower the music a bit? Yeah, for sure. Hopefully that's better. So yeah, I mean, it's a challenge, man. The real estate market is a challenge. The crypto market is a challenge. The financial markets are a challenge. They're not easy. This is not easy stuff, guys. This is not like we're just, you know, on a there's nothing wrong with being on a salary. There's actually benefits to that too. Some people are on a salary, not real estate. All realtors I know out here do commission only. There's no salary unless you work for like a new builder or like a home builder, new home builder. And at that point, you're not even getting commission because they have you on a salary. So if you're on salary out here, you're likely not getting a commission. And most people are doing commission-based sales out here. And it's very competitive. I mean, especially with the market, guys. I mean, the market on crypto has gotten competitive too. And, you know, I know I'm kind of talking about real estate, but it's all interconnected. So when they stop giving out loans, when the loans dry up, there's less people to buy. Just like when the money dries up and people are laid off, you know, they're on government unemployment or welfare, you know, there's less money. You know, Meta, all these people, all these big corporations over here are laying a lot of people off. A lot of people off, guys. Like Google's laying people off, Meta, Twitter, PayPal. You know, these people have mortgages. These people have families. These people have automobile loans, credit card debt. I mean, not all of them are super indebted, but a lot of them, you know, they have like a mortgage or something, or they have something that they've invested in. And those people might, you know, if they can't find another job that pays as much, they might have to work 2 jobs, or they might have to, you know, now have to, Andrew Tate. Yeah, my brother led me on to Andrew Tate. He's pretty cool. I like his videos. I think a lot of the way he thinks might be a little bit, I don't know, man. I like to think I would be more discreet with some of the stuff that I say, but I guess that's how he does he makes his money. I mean, so it's not really like I can be discreet all I want. I'm not sitting there making my money off, you know, talking like he does. There's nothing wrong with the way he talks. He just, some of the stuff he does, he kind of goes to the far edge of it with it and kind of, you know, test it and argues it and all that. But I guess that's what he does. But yeah, I enjoy watching his videos. I've seen quite a few of his videos, actually. I haven't watched one recently, but I have watched a lot of his videos. Yeah, and I enjoy him. Yeah, Andrew Tate's a definite, you know, he's definitely forward with what he wants to do. You know, he's not holding back and sitting there hoping it happens and all that kind of jazz. He's actually doing it. I don't know what exactly he does, to be honest now. It seems like he's kind of like a motivational speaker / critic. You know, I don't know what all businesses he does, but you know, he seems to have that life going on. But you never know, you know, you never know, man. That's all I'm saying. You never know his net worth and all that stuff. You know, it might be way more than's claimed, and it might be way less. You just don't know. You know, people inflate things and they talk down, and so you don't know how much they really have. So it really just depends. Like he seems to have a very lavish lifestyle, and he wants everybody to kind of know it. So I don't know. It seems to work. People like him. You know, I enjoy watching his videos. I don't like really his videos that have him like being interviewed by people. I like to usually him to have like a point, and then him to get that point across. I think those videos are a lot more entertaining than watching somebody try to piss him off or try to like disagree with him or something like that. I'd rather just him have a really good idea and just say it, and then you kind of think about it on your own, kind of modify it on what you want, and then but a lot of times when he's being interviewed, you know, those people try to argue his point out of him, which kind of is not as entertaining. I'd rather hear just Andrew Tate talk by himself without interruptions, without people trying to, you know, question the point that he's trying to get across. Chad, I make $60 a tip for 5-hour shift as waiter. Is that too little? I'm gonna turn up the music a little bit, Jay. Let me know if it's too much. feel like I'm kind of loud now. So you make $60 in tips. You're getting a wage though of probably $13 an hour. Oh. So I don't know. What is your wage after tax? $13 an hour? 12? What's the minimum wage out here now? Like 14 bucks? One thing they're doing in California, guys, is they're doing a thing with fast food workers where they're paying them like $22 an hour. They're trying to get it signed right now. It might go on the ballot sheet to vote on. So 22 hours to work in fast food out here is going to destroy prices for fast food, just the whole economic model and how it works. I don't know if it'll happen, but they're trying to do it. But yeah, you make $60 for 5 hours. Well, let's figure it out, man. Let's see what you make. What do you make an hour? 14 bucks. So we'll just say let's be conservative and say you bring home $12.50 an hour. 60 to 80, yeah, 14. We'll say $12.50. It might be a little less. It might be a little more. I don't remember what the tax rate is out here. I know it's high. So you make. We'll be conservative. So you're working 5 hours, and then you're working. You're making another. So yeah, you're making about $122 for 6 hours. Do you still live at home with your parents? I mean that needs to. Working 5 days a week, so you're making $612 a week, making $24.50 a month. I don't know, man. How hard is the workload? Jade Baz, must be stressful not even having a steady income stream. Have you considered having a flatmate? The area you live in looks more expensive compared to middle class areas. I'm not doing a flatmate. I think that's the same as a roommate. I would rather work more and pay the extra than have a roommate. I've dealt with roommates over the past, and I'm gonna be honest. I would rather get a second job to not have a roommate than be home more and be off with a roommate. Minimum wage in Australia is $21.38 in Australia, though all people don't tip their wage in the U.S. seem to be very low. Yeah, I think Australia is probably more expensive to live than most places in the U.S. California is probably the same price as Australia, probably. Yeah, but most of the United States, it's not that expensive to live. The living cost is low. You can rent a place for $800 or less. For a little apartment, but it has gone up. I mean, I would say most places are around 1,000 or up if you want to get a decent place. But parts of America are cheap. I mean, it just depends on where you go. Probably like Australia too, but I know Australia is quite expensive. I only have this job to buy VCH only. You think it's not worth? So, Korean Boy J, if you're living at home and you're not having to survive off the $24.50 a week, I mean, to be honest, bro, like, that's not bad. No. Because there's 178 hours in a week, I think. 168 hours in a week. And you're basically, you still have 138 hours a week. I mean, you could get another job, bro. You could get 2 other jobs. I'm not telling you to do that. But if you're not trying to live off that money, yeah, it's worth it. Because you're literally just buying investment stuff. I mean, you probably eat out a little bit. I don't know what you do with your money. You probably spend a little bit of it. So we'll say conservatively, you're probably... I mean, even if you can buy 15 Bitcoin Cash a month, bro, for like a year. I mean, think about it, bro. That's a lot of Bitcoin Cash. You can buy 15 a month. I mean, it's like 180 a year. 180 a year Bitcoin Cash. If it goes up to 1,500. So is it worth it for you, man? If it goes up to 1,800. You're looking at $250,000, over $250,000. So is it worth it? Maybe. Oh, it's your second job? Oh, so the second job. So, I mean, are you living at home with your parents, or are you paying rent? I'm always kind of I ask people this because it matters, guys. Like, you want to make enough money where you can save and do what you want. If it becomes something you're just living paycheck to paycheck and like you're just paying your rent, like that shouldn't happen a lot. Most of the times you should be able to save some money. I'm trying to accumulate as much BCH before the year ends. Yeah, it's good. This is true. It's all relative, although we have free medical care here. I think you guys have higher taxes there too. Again, I'm talking about the general United States, Jade, just to be on the same page with you. California is a little more expensive. Our taxes are higher here, but the majority of the U.S. is I would say fairly affordable to live, even if there's not any work. I'm still 18 with my parents. Yeah, bro. I mean, dude, if you're working at a body shop and you're making money there and you got the waiter thing after, like, bro, keep that up, man. Like, I don't know why you'd want to even consider anything else. I mean, the amount of BCH you could get. Say you got I don't know how much you got, Jay, but let's say you had 300. Because, I mean, if you really wanted to use some of that body shop money, you really wanted to spend all that money at the waiter place, you could get 300 Bitcoin Cash a year. You're buying 30 a month, bro. 3,000 a month, 3,200 a month, whatever. So you got 300. That shit goes to just where it was at last time, 3,800. You're at $1 million, bro. 1.1 million, 1.1. We'll just say 1.14 million. 1,140,000 with 300 Bitcoin Cash. That's just going to the price that it went to before. Now, if it goes to, if it takes the same course as Bitcoin Core did, and let's say it somewhere lands around, we'll say 14,000. We'll say BSV went up too, just to be conservative. You're looking at 4 million. I mean, these are numbers that are not impossible. You know, my bag is much smaller. So if it goes up, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and try to, claim I got the biggest bag, but I would say if you don't have any bills, man, you're able to really stack your money. I mean, you get to spend that money on, whatever you want, which is insane. I mean, you don't have really to have that huge overhead of living cost. So yeah, man. I mean, my rent here is almost $3,000. It's just a little one-bedroom apartment. So I'm throwing away basically. No, I'm not throwing away. I mean, I like living here. There's also the benefit of living here. But I'm throwing away. I could be getting 26 Bitcoin Cash a month. Could be getting 312 Bitcoin Cash a year. Is it really worth it for me to stay in here? I ask myself that question all the time. Could I theoretically maybe live out of a van or live out of an RV or something and, save all this money? It's a trade-off. It's a simple trade-off. What do you see yourself doing? I mean, do you want to be the guy that lives in the van and, doesn't have any as much money to spend, or you want to have a lot more money to spend, and are you willing to go without, maybe having a place to cook food and maybe a shower? You have to shower at a gym or something. So it's all a trade-off. I mean, I like having a nice place to live. For me, I don't mind paying it because I get something out of living at a nice place. It makes me more productive. It makes me want to do stuff, not out of fear of having to pay it, but out of motivation because it's nice. It's somewhere I want to be. So I don't think, me being one of those massive or those hardcore Bitcoin people that like sell everything and like live out of an RV. I've seen tons of stories online about that. I don't know if I could go that extreme, honestly. I don't know if I could. I'd rather be the guys in the vans with tons of ECH. I mean, I would too. I mean, honestly. I mean, I'll switch what I'm saying, but the problem with the van thing, man, is like, you know, then you don't have the overhead. You might get lazy, you know. People might get lazy. I simply can't do it, man. I got a dog here, man. He can't live in a freaking van. Tax is high here. No tax on the first $1,800, and then about 32% tax. Earnings above 45K and earnings below 45K, 1,900 or 19%. Yeah, it's high. It's pretty high. I think ours is like I really don't know. I think it's like 17%. I'm thinking 22% now. So it goes 10, 12, 24, 32, 35, 37. So it just applies to, you know, how much you make, obviously. But I feel like mine's somewhere in the 12. I mean, I'm not a big earner here, guys. So, you know, I probably make about 100 grand a year USD, which isn't a lot living in California. In fact, where I live, that's actually under the normal amount, the average amount. Guys, we are live. Feel free to drop into the chat. Green Boy Jay's lighting up the chat tonight. I meant no tax on the first 18,000. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, that's no tax. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that would be 1,800 in California, even if you made that little amount. Chad, what's your previous waiter job gave you the most amount of tip? Probably Water Grill. That was the last place I worked, which isn't surprising. You know, I had been doing it so long. Yeah, there was days out there. There were nights out of there. I think I walked with like, some people walked with over 1,000 a couple times, like that I worked there. I mean, it was like not super uncommon. It would happen, you know, 2 or 3 times a week with somebody probably. I walked out of there with like 700 or 800 a couple times, you know, because you tip out too. So you tip out your bussers, your bar, and you know, the food runners and all that. So that's a good chunk. But I would walk out of there with like between 300 and 400 usually on like most of the shifts. Usually like maybe like a Monday or Tuesday would be a little slower. You make like 200 or 300, but the shifts were, you know, only 4 or 5 hours. The other shifts, when you're making 600-700, they're like 9-hour shifts. So it's really not that. I mean, I think if you can avoid doing that kind of work, bro, you should. But if you're not making the money, you gotta do it. I mean, you gotta do something to make a good amount of money, or you'll just be a fucking loser. I mean, people that don't make a lot of money, man, they don't have any money to do anything. They don't have any money to eat. They don't have any money to, you know, drive a car. They just don't have the money to do simple stuff. So you gotta have a good amount of money. The upside of the US dollars is very strong. Yeah, I mean, for now it is. You know, the US government likes to manipulate the financial markets out here with mortgages and loans and all sorts of stuff. So it wouldn't surprise me if they started doing that again. They have a history of doing it. They like doing it. They like screwing the system up for a minute, let everybody panic and get wiped out, and then force them to come back on. But no, your tip isn't whack as fuck, man. You probably work at a... Yeah, I mean, bro, I worked at Water Grill. It's like it's the most... it was the busiest restaurant in Orange County, I heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but it was always busy, bro. It was right next to South Coast Plaza near the Segerstrom's theaters. So they'd always have like plays and like classical performances there. So people would come in real quick and eat. But I mean, their food's super expensive, bro. I mean, if me and you went to dinner there and, you know, had a nice dinner, it would probably be about $300-400. I mean, if you really wanted to get like a lot of, like, in my opinion, full, and, you know, try some stuff. And I know you're not 21, but I mean, if we had like a drink each, or, you know, 2 drinks, we'll easily be over $300. So I mean, 20%, that's $60 right there. So you know, you're not gonna go get hired at a place like that, bro. I'm just being honest with you. Most of the waiters there were like 30, 40 years old. I wouldn't apply there, man. Don't tell them you know me, man. They fired me. So I'm not a good reference. Everybody that worked there, man, that I know, they all had FTX wallets. A lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So they were caught up in that scam too. It's just not a good place to work, bro. Restaurants, you know, especially restaurants when you get up there to like Water Grill and Mastro's, like they try to critique you in this way where it's just like, dude, fuck off. I mean, you want to tell your managers that, you want to tell your coworkers that, because they blow it out of proportion. All you're doing is bringing people food. You're bringing people drinks. It's the same thing everywhere. Like all these restaurants, like the scale of service, like if you're a bad waiter, like you're truly just not a good waiter or waitress, then I don't know what you should do, because it's not a hard job. I would always see people having a hard time with it or getting flustered over the dumbest stuff. I literally would never get to the point where I was like really flustered, like truly like too much for me to do. You just assign the task off, bro, to other people. Yeah, I mean, the tip was good, man, when I worked there. Like I said, like anywhere from $300 to $500 was a typical shift. But the shifts were long, bro. They were, like I said, like 9 hours, 10 hours. And they're not enjoyable. I mean, you're on your feet the whole time. Bad waiter doesn't get order right. Yeah. I mean, it's being a waiter is kind of. I would rather work at a small place like where you're at, bro, and make less money, because I know it seems stupid to make less money, but hear me out. I have a reason for that. It's all give and take, bro. When I worked at Water Grill, I fucking hated it, bro. Honestly, like I worked at other restaurants that I didn't hate. I hated working at Water Grill. It was always super busy, and yeah, you're making money when you're super busy, but the people that work there, the management, everybody there was just lame, bro. Like, I just didn't ever like going there. There were a few cool people that worked there. I mean, very few people that worked there that were cool. Like, I could name them all on one hand, bro. Everybody else there was lame. People were always trying to like cut the other person out to try to get to the money, and it's like, dude, the money's good here no matter what. Why are you guys panicking? But the management was fucking lame. There was like one manager or two managers that were cool, but most of them were lame. Just lame, dude. Just Poindexter type workers there, man. Like, it was a waste of my time, bro. That was one restaurant that sucked. I've worked at a couple restaurants that were just, coworkers or manager ruined job experience for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing with Water Grill, bro. Like, I worked at some other restaurants. Like, I worked at Cafe Rio, like 10, 12 years ago as a cook. Tipping isn't compulsory, I don't think. It's just accepted among our society here. It's usually 20%, but most people leave, I would say, about 15 to 18. Coworkers can ruin your job experience, bro. Like I said, everybody that worked there, it just was a drag to come to work, bro. Like, you go to work and you're like, fuck, man, like, I gotta hear this person fucking talk all night about this and complain about this. Everybody's always complaining there. You know, it's just a negative, just everybody was a know-it-all there. No, you couldn't tell anybody anything. They thought they knew it all. And that comes with entitlement, man. People think because you're making a lot of money as a waiter that you're entitled to just be a dickhead. And it just, I mean, like I said, I got fired there pretty much because I just stopped giving a fuck. Honestly, that was really what it was. And I don't regret it, man. Like, I don't miss it. There's nothing about it I miss. You know, I've been able to make more money not working there. So, you know, I've done the math on it. I haven't lost any money at all. I've been making about the same. I haven't made any more money, but I'm also not standing on my feet 50 hours a week and moving my hands and arms in weird positions 50 hours a week. So there's definitely a trade-off. I mean, it's a very, very, it's not just as simple as like, oh, you make this amount of money. It's like, oh, you see the glory of it, of like, oh, you're walking around with $500-600 worth of tips. There's a lot of stuff you can do to make $500 or $600, and even if you don't make $500 or $600, you can do another job that's less punishing on your body and make up that amount by doing something else because you're not so physically exhausted. I mean, since I got fired there, bro, I feel way healthier, sleep way better. My life is so much more what I want to do. I make my days. I don't let Water Grill or, you know, my job tell me what my day is gonna be. So I make my days, bro. Like, nobody's pushing me to do stuff, but nobody's telling me I gotta do stuff or don't. I do it at my pace. It gets done, and I really think working for something you like to do by yourself is really the way to go long term. But if you work in some of these smaller, like you said, you work at a body shop, I mean, there's probably not a bunch of people that work there. So it's probably not that bad. I mean, you know, it seems like something that I would do comparatively to restaurants. Coworkers and manager ruined my job experience. Yeah, I need a job that gives $200 tip per shift. Honestly, bro, if you want my honest opinion, you should check out some of these summer jobs at like Ruby's Diner, bro. I worked at Ruby's Diner for like off and on for like 4 years, bro, every summer. The shifts are short. They're like 6 hours. You'll make like $180-200, and you literally, it's so easy, bro, because it's just burgers. It's just like, you don't have to like take all these long drawn out orders, set out the tables all fancy. Like, you just bring them their drink, somebody brings them their food, and they usually tip pretty good, man. I used to make like $200 when I worked at Ruby's in San Clemente, bro. I would work breakfast. I would come in at 7. I would usually be off by 2, and bro, I'd usually make like anywhere from $200 to $280 a shift, almost $300, bro. And it was just breakfast and lunch. And like I said, it's very casual. You're not having to, like, you know, put on a show for these people that are tipping you money. You just, hey, what do you want? They tell you what you want. I don't really talk to my coworkers. That's the best way to avoid some BS. Yeah, no, I feel you, man. That's how I was at Water Girl, bro. When I got hired there, I didn't even really talk to anybody that much. Like, if somebody would ask me something, I would tell them, like, you know, response to it. But I didn't really, like, try to be buddy-buddy with everybody there because I saw a problem right when I got there, bro. Like, everybody there was super gossipy, dude. Like, always talking shit, always complaining, telling everybody about everything that they fucking hate in life and blah, 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 blah. And honestly, bro, a lot of the people that I worked with, they were always broke. So they, you know, they either wouldn't want to work or they wouldn't want to work. So, you know, just because you make a lot of money, you can still be a dumbass and not, you know, spend your money right. I couldn't understand that. Like, everybody was always broke. Like, oh, I need to make money and blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, I don't have those kind of problems. I don't really talk to my coworkers. That's some easy way to, yeah, but that's the best way, bro. Honestly, don't even talk to them. It's like my neighbors here at my apartment. I purposely there's one or two that say hi to me every once in a while, but I don't purposely try to reach out to my neighbors and like try to, you know, hey, how you doing? Blah 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 blah. Because man, I've done that before at apartments, and you just get the fucking creeper that wants to come and talk to you every time that you walk by, walk by him. He's like wanting to talk to you or like, tell you his business and shit. I just avoid all that. I don't even talk to my neighbors. I don't talk to my coworkers. I don't talk to, the only people I talk to are my business associates at my real estate job, because it's, like I said, very casual. Everybody works from home. If I talk to my boss or somebody's in the office, I'll talk to them. But it's so much better, man, to live your life. Live your life, man. Like do what you're supposed to do. Like I don't think I was really meant to be a waiter, bro. Like I really don't. I think I'm made to do so much more, bro. And that was the overwhelming feeling, being trapped in that restaurant for a whole shift. I don't even have the tolerance now, even if I needed to seek out a restaurant job. I can't tolerate being there for more than like 3 hours. I could never get I don't think I'll ever go back to restaurants, bro. Knock on wood, I really don't. But, even if I absolutely had to, I don't think I can mentally tolerate it at this point, bro, because I just feel like I'm so far past it. And I don't mean like I'm better than people that are waiters. There's nothing wrong with waiters. There's nothing wrong with me being a waiter or somebody making a career choice out of being a waiter. It's a great career choice if that's what you want to do. But it's the worst thing for me to do because I don't want to do it. I have no interest in it. I have no interest in talking to a stranger and then bringing them food and talking about how much they like the experience. But I did it, man. I did it for, off and on, like, I don't know, man, like 14 years, 12 years. It's off and on, bro. I'd go like a year, maybe have a job I'd keep a restaurant job for like 3 months. I'd bail out, go do something else, work valet jobs, worked a couple valet parking jobs. Same thing, bro. Same thing. That annoying. I don't know how your restaurant is, bro. If you're making $60 a shift, I don't know if you're working at like what kind of restaurant. Maybe it's just a casual place, like a pizza or a little sushi restaurant. I don't know. But I would rather have that pace and have just two or three co-workers and have a big old group of co-workers, man. Because the more co-workers you have, the more different personalities you gotta tolerate. I don't really talk to my coworkers. Yeah, I'll say it again. Good job. I'm broke too, Chad. Oh yeah, I'm not broke, bro, but I'm not rolling in the dough. I hate when they ask, "How's my day?" Like, boy, I don't care about my day. Yeah, if it's a female asking you for your day, she might be trying to holler at you, but yeah, if people like restaurant managers, bro, most restaurant managers I've worked with over the years, all of them, bro, are fucking retarded, just brainless. So yeah, how's your day? Oh, are you okay? You don't look okay. It's like, I'm not fucking okay. I don't want to be here. Stop asking me how my day is. I'll do this shift and I'll leave your shithole restaurant and you can stay and do paperwork later and act like you have a life. Yeah, restaurant managers a lot of times, man, and it's like not just one restaurant. All the restaurant I've ever worked at, the restaurant managers, for the most part, I would say 90% of them are fucking retarded. Literally. They're just, there's that 10% that I've kind of clicked with over the years that were kind of cool. Again, most of them are just, it just seems like there's nothing going on there. There's no, no communication with these people. Me and them, I don't think like they do, and I don't want to think like they do. Yeah, valet was pretty cool. I mean, it wasn't a bad job. 100 more coworkers. Yeah, 2 or 3 is plenty, man. And if you're the only guy and there's 2 girls, even better. I mean, then it's easy peasy, man. Like, yeah, you're probably gonna end up doing a little bit more work, but man, it's like you get to work at a restaurant, all your friends want to come over, or like all your people that think your friends, your work friends, want to come over and talk with you, and like it's just so annoying, man. And then like the customers come in, want to talk to you, they want to just know about not even food stuff. They're just bored. They just want to. They like when I go to a restaurant, I'm very easy to accommodate. I'm so easy to accommodate because all the waiter does is come over. I tell him what they want, what I want, and that's it. I don't want him to come back and talk to me. I don't want them to, I don't want to hear waiters in the corner talking, crap to each other. Working in a restaurant, man, honestly, is like working around a bunch of schoolgirls, honestly. Even the guys at the restaurant, most of them, 90% of them, like I said, there are cool people that work there. I've met some really cool people that work there, but the majority, I'm talking about the 90%, just gossipy. They want to gossip about everything, talking shit about everything, and the minute I try to fit in with that gossip, I'm like, I don't fit in with it, it's not for me. I'm not going to sit there and gossip and talk about, what so-and-so did on Friday night and, all that crap. So, yeah, man, hang in there. Keep doing it. I'm not telling you to quit, but, you gotta, I think as young people, man, you gotta go through the crap jobs, man. You gotta do them. They got to get done by the young people, bro. It's just part of growing up. But there's some people that, they go through life, they don't ever do them, man. They're just blessed, bro. They don't ever have to do it because they're able to either be more intelligent and see that they don't have to, or their parents will help them out. They don't have to do it, but I did it, man. So I know the grind of it. And I worked 3 restaurant jobs, bro. I worked 3 restaurant jobs for like 3 years, bro, at one time. So I would work and 2 of them were part-time, but I was working basically every day, bro. Like I would get like maybe 1 day off a week, maybe. And I did it for like 3 years, man. So a lot of these people that I would work with, bro, they were working like one job and they'd come in and complain and not having enough time off, and I'm just sitting there like, bro, I just did a 6-hour shift at my other job. Like, I've been doing this for the past 4 days. And those type people never get ahead, man. Those are the type people that are always broke and, always having money problems, and yeah. So yeah, guys, we're on Bitcoin Cash. We're talking about pastimes. Just part of growing up, part of living your life. It's just you get caught in these cycles, man, and before you know it, like I said, 14 years goes by and you're still doing the same stuff. So you gotta branch out, man. You gotta see that you don't have to. There's different things you can do. It's not all about the money. It's about finding something you enjoy in life and that you can work towards and build. And that for me is real estate. I mean, I love it, man. There's nothing better than showing somebody a house and seeing them get excited about it, and telling you what they like about it, or trying to sell someone's house that maybe doesn't understand the market with price, and you actually convince them. It's just a good feeling, man. And then helping them actually sell it, and that's what I like to do, man. So I'm gonna stick with it. I'm not gonna go back to restaurants or any of that stuff. I would rather die than go back to do that, because when you go like for me example, like I haven't done it in like almost, it's been almost a year. So for me, you do it for that many years, you get accustomed to it. You know, it's like the first Thanksgiving I didn't work in probably like 10 years. You know, because I'd always have a restaurant job around the holidays, right? Because they're busy. But my life is so much better actually now. That's the thing. Once you find something you like, actually genuinely like doing, like I said, I haven't lost any money by getting fired from that restaurant. You know, I haven't lost anything. If anything, I've gained. I've gained weight. I've gained, you know, motivation to do stuff. So, yeah. You drink coffee during that time? Yeah, man, I drink coffee every day, bro. I love having a cup of coffee. You know, I worked at Ruby's Diner in the morning time, so I would drink coffee there. That's a good job, man. You should check into it in the summertime. It's pretty busy. Not about the money. It's all about BCH for me. Yeah, I mean, dude, like if you can keep that job and just keep making that little $60, bro. I mean, it adds up, bro. You can really make some strong purchases with your money. When I'm feeling down while working the crap job, I think of it like I'm accumulating more BCH. Yeah, it's a good way to do it, man. Yeah, I mean, there's something that there's something to be said about working these crap jobs, though. Like I remember, man, like it's not even that long ago. I've had all sorts of jobs, bro. I've worked at, like I said, I worked at Cafe Rio, you know, in like 2011. Bro, I was making like $8 an hour. Like mutilating my hands. I'm talking like the amount of work you do with your hands, like they hurt at the end of, and I was like 23, bro. And you know, my hands would hurt, my feet would hurt, my arms would hurt, my ligaments, my joints would hurt. And they're probably damaged. I mean, I know I've damaged them over the years, bro. Like my ankles and, you know, my wrists and stuff and my fingers and stuff. They're all damaged from doing that work. But when you are doing that work, even though the money isn't what it is, like you're doing the grind, bro. You're like gritting it out. So there's something to be said that it makes a man out of you, bro. Like if you do that kind of work, it does. If you're willing to use that opportunity, it'll make a man out of you. Now, if you're just gonna be like one of those people that just like is weak, that works in a restaurant, that like complains all the time, and you know, he doesn't want to work, or he wants to get off early, or he wants to talk about so and so, or he doesn't want to do this, that person's not ever going to get anywhere. That has nothing to do about them working at a restaurant. They're not willing to put in the grit, bro. So a lot of restaurants have those type workers. No, bro, I'm 35. My birthday was actually yesterday. Yeah, my birthday was yesterday, guys. Go figure. It was on Thanksgiving this year. Every couple years it falls on Thanksgiving. I didn't want to make it a big deal, but yeah, guys, my birthday was yesterday. I'm 35. Hey, what's good, DWM27? What's good? Did you eat out mainly or prefer to cook at? Do you eat out mainly or prefer to cook at home? So now I eat out a good amount. I'm not gonna lie. I do eat out a fair amount. I would probably say a few times a week. You know, there's periods where I'll eat out every day, you know, one meal. But I don't eat like extravagant stuff. I'll get like some Indian food, or I'll get a burrito. You know, I'll usually spend about anywhere from $10 to $20 on a meal. And that's usually like one meal, maybe 4 or 5 times a week. So, I mean, it's a lot, but I'm not one of those people that's like hurting for money where I really worry about that kind of stuff. Like I know that I'm spending what I'm spending on food, and I eat a lot at home too. Like I cook a lot of food because I work out a lot. I got to eat a lot of food. So you mentioned weight gain a couple times. Did you change your lifestyle? Yeah. So when I was working at the restaurant, I wasn't eating. You know, I'd wake up, I'd have to be at work. The last couple months I worked there, I was working like day shifts on Saturday or some stupid schedule. So like, I would usually eat like 2 meals before I got there at night, but then I wouldn't eat, and then I'd eat something, you know, after small or something. So like, I wasn't eating enough food, and I wasn't in good health. I mean, like, I was skinny. Like, I'm still skinny now, but I mean, not like I was. Like, just not eating enough food for how much you're moving. I mean, you're burning calories. So over the last 8 months, I've gained 30 pounds, and it's not fat, it's all muscle. I mean, I'm a pretty good size. You know, at the gym, I'm a fairly, you know, I'm not like a massive guy, but like I'm 170 pounds. You know, I'm solid. You know, I got a good physique. It's because I eat good food. I eat a lot of food. I try to eat, you know, today I didn't do very well. I think I've had like only like 2 meals today, but I've also, I just got busy today. It didn't happen today, but most days I eat about 4 to 5 meals. So, you know, I do skip stuff. You know, I'm not like 100% on it every single day. Especially when I run into issues like today where I had to go buy food. No, I did eat 3 times today. I take that back. I ate at Costco because I was so hungry. On the days that I run out of food, I got to start planning better. But if you eat good food every day and you work out hard, you'll get huge. I mean, I'm not huge, guys, but I've gained 30 pounds. And working at a restaurant, just like this little skinny waiter guy that's like going to the gym, like working out but not getting any bigger. That's what I was for 4 or 5 years. Yeah, dude, Thanksgiving birthday. It was my birthday yesterday. Thanks, bro. You look a lot younger. Happy birthday for yesterday. Yeah, thanks, Jade. Yeah, I'm 35 now, so getting older. Taco de Oro, what's good? Thank you guys. But yeah, I mean, you gotta do your thing. You gotta, you know, if being big is something you want to do it. If having a big bag of Bitcoin Cash is something you want to do it. You want to start a business, do it. I'm skinny as fuck, Chad. Don't worry, bro. I was skinny. I was 33, 34 years old, bro, and I weighed like 140 pounds, 145 pounds. I mean, I was a twig, bro. And like, I'm not even a big guy now, but I'm a pretty good size. I mean, my legs are big. I work out my legs. I do squats. My legs are solid. I don't have like little skinny legs, but I was skinny, bro. I mean, I'm not anymore. I mean, if you dedicate yourself to something like gaining weight and working out hard, you'll put on the weight, man. You'll get a lot bigger. But, that might not be a goal. You're only 18, bro. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you want to do with your life. You know, man, if I was 18, bro, like, it's just different, bro. You know? I mean, when I was 18, bro, like, we're talking 17 years ago. I mean, a lot's changed in 17 years, man. I mean, it was like 2006. We went into a financial crisis 3 years after I was like 22 or 21. I still remember it. So, like, you know, the times are so distantly different, but they're so similar too. That's the crazy part. You hear people say like, oh, it's so much different than it was. Yeah, that's true. It is so much different now than it was, but like not really. Like a lot of stuff is still pretty much the same. You know, we're still driving cars, we're still going to the movies, we're still going to restaurants. I mean, it's generally the same, guys. Like if you go back like, you know, to the 1920s, yeah, we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have phones, we didn't have automobiles, but the technology, but like for the general, if you like look at us from space, we're not really doing that much different. What happened to the lady that did the cool dancing in one of your videos? It was cool, suited the music you usually play. Yeah, she moved out. She moved out. So yeah, she's no more. But you know, life does continue to move on, and it'll be whatever it is. But yeah, we didn't have anything back then, bro. I mean, crypto has been around since the early 90s, the late 80s, with building out these blockchains, but like Bitcoin was the real, you know, the real first one. It was kind of the real deal comparatively to some of these, like eCash, I think it was called, like not the eCash now, the like electronic cash. They've done these payment systems before, guys. I mean, it's just not to the level of like Bitcoin. I'm gonna take a break, guys. I will be back, so stay on the chat for a little bit and I'll wrap it up. Thanks for coming, guys, by the way. Yeah, shame she wouldn't have been a good promoter for BCH. Yeah, she might be back. Yeah, you never know. She's me and her still talk all the time, so she'll probably try to get back out this way here. Were you buying BCH back then during your waiter job days? Yeah, brother. That's when I got all my Bitcoin cash up till recently. With these prices dropping, where I accumulated pretty much like, I mean, I really only increased my position in Bitcoin Cash since these prices have been down. That's really the only coin, other than Zcash. I mean, yeah, I haven't really bought any other coins other than Bitcoin Cash, like, since the prices have been super down. But yeah, when I was working those waiter jobs, bro, that's when I was buying a lot of my Bitcoin Cash. I've been buying a lot since I quit. It just seemed like I was buying a lot more then because how I was buying it was a lot different. I was buying it, once a week, or, once every couple days I would buy, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. So it felt like I was always buying it back then, even though I bought a couple purchases since I got fired from the restaurant. But they were like purchases when I got paid, because, in real estate, you don't get paid every day. So there's some benefits to that, and then there's some downsides to that. One of the downsides is you got to save your money, or you're not going to be, you're not going to be, doing too good. So you got to, Jade Badge, you should promote BCH on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I don't think YouTube's for everybody, HJ. I mean, she could arguably say you could promote it, and I don't know if you are, so I'm not calling you out, man. I'm just saying, YouTube, this thing that I'm doing here, we got to come together and do something, bro. I mean, you're local. You and a couple of the people in the chat are local. I mean, you're in Redondo. We had somebody in here from Santa Monica the other day. So, I mean, what we need to do is we need to do our part and promote this shit. So, I was thinking something as crazy as, but then I thought about it. I don't know if it's illegal or not. I don't want to do anything illegal or anything like that. But one of the ways I thought that would be great to promote Bitcoin Cash is I've seen a lot of these. Oh, you're promoting it on Twitter? Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, I'm not the all-knowing, so that's awesome you're promoting it there. But yeah, one of the ways I was thinking that would be a great way to like just market the heck out of Bitcoin Cash, because it opened my eyes up. I was driving down the 405 freeway the other day, and the thing with Iran and the women over there and how they're being suppressed, and there's a couple specific incidents that have happened recently. I'm not going to go into depth on any of the news stories. You can look them up yourself. But some people were holding a massive sign that they made and drew out on, like, I'm talking a massive sign. Like, it took like 4 people to hold this sign. And it was on some kind of fabric, or like a piece of like, it looked like fabric. And I mean, each letter was the size of a human, to give you an idea of how big this sign was. And all they did was drape it over the freeway, just enough where it hung a little bit. It wasn't causing anybody to like hit it or anything like that. It was, it looked like it could be illegal to do something like that. And I only saw it like once or twice, and then they kind of stopped doing it. But they still kept kind of, standing near the freeway. So maybe they said, hey, don't do the sign thing. But, I thought it was a great idea. You just hold a Bitcoin Cash sign up, and we got to get bigger and more creative in those kind of things, because even though like you couldn't do that, because like I said, I don't think it's legal, it got so much attention. I mean, people were honking the horn. I honked my horn. It was like free Iran, and it had meaning to it. So, as simple as something as like, there's a lot of festivals and stuff that happen down here, like in Huntington Beach and just like Laguna Beach, and a lot of different beach communities specifically. Like we could set up a stand, have a little bit of merchandise. It doesn't have to be like we're selling a bunch of Bitcoin Cash shirts or, accessories or stickers or anything like that. We'll just have a little bit, so it's, something. It can be like a little pop-up shop. I mean, maybe like 5 or 10 pieces of clothing, 3 or 4 hats, a couple stickers, just in case somebody did want to buy something. But we're not there to like sell clothes. Wouldn't be the idea of it. And we just have somebody sitting there on a karaoke machine with a speaker at the stand, pretty much talking about Bitcoin Cash, answering questions, live questions as people walk by. Hey, you have a question? Okay, what is your question? Here's the microphone. Speak your question so anybody listening walking by this little stand here can hear you speak your question, and we can discuss your question, and people will have an answer to that question. So, promoting VCH, Twitter, yeah, free Bitcoin Cash, yeah. So, I mean, just something as simple as like setting a stand up at like a festival or something. Takes a lot of preparation and time to create a YouTube channel. I don't think I would be very engaging. First, Millie Gabriel was very engaging, but for some reason he suddenly disappeared. Yeah, we still don't know why. I think Gabriel might have just been over making YouTube. He was probably just like, fuck, I'm over this shit. You know, I've gotten to that point, not really with YouTube, but like you have other stuff going on where like YouTube just doesn't seem as, you know, as a priority, you know, and then you get in these moods where you know, it suddenly is a priority and other things aren't. It's all kind of like that. You know, we heard two different things. Korean Boy Jay was saying that Gabriel was like talking crap about Bitcoin Cash, or like said he like, I don't know what the specifics were of it, Jay. I mean, please let us know. And then, you know, I personally didn't think that would even be a thing. But, you know, he was one of the largest Bitcoin Cash. Gabriel broke up with his girlfriend. I heard he's just a little heartbroken. I mean, yeah, I mean, that could happen too. You know, you break up with your girl and all of a sudden you're, you know, you don't want to make videos anymore. So, nonetheless, I mean, he was he had probably like one of the most content, because when I initially started searching for videos on YouTube for Bitcoin Cash, just for enjoyment, his was one of the ones that would come up on YouTube. I don't know if it still does, since he stopped making videos, but at the time, he was one of the larger, you know, and his videos were very informative, a lot of them, like, some of them weren't, which is fine. I mean, I don't think his YouTube was just Bitcoin Cash. I mean, neither is mine technically, but you know, some of the content was like, you know, onboarding material type stuff where you would, you know, play it for people that were new to crypto. But yeah, I mean, he probably just got tired of making YouTube videos, honestly. I don't think it, you know, Gabriel, Korean Boy Jay says he broke up with his girl, so maybe he's able to produce that much because he's actually studied Bitcoin Cash deeply. Yeah, I mean, when you study Bitcoin Cash, you don't come on here and just sound like a fucking moron. I mean, you know, so there's people that come on here that do technical analysis that bring it up, and it's just pointless. Does nothing for the community. Does nothing for, it actually is bad for the community, because people that would be making videos, their videos would stand out, they would be, you know, likely to find those videos and not find videos that were like just, you know, waste of people's time, like, oh, this technical graph and blah 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 blah, and Bitcoin Cash was a fork of Bitcoin, blah 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 blah. He did seem a little under the weather in recent videos. People and myself were concerned for him. I hope he's okay. Maybe he'll come back next year. Yeah, maybe he'll come back next week. I mean, you know, people dip out. I mean, I dipped out for a while, just because I got busy and didn't have any time. I didn't want to make the time. I mean, I had the time. I didn't want to make the time because I was so busy with other stuff. You know, and I just randomly come back and start making videos. So, I don't know if his intentions are good or genuine, but he knows BCH more than anybody. Yeah, I mean, there you go. You said it. Oh. He gave a shout out to you in the video. Yeah, I watched his videos. I saw the shout out. I think he gave me a shout out a few times in the videos. So yeah, I mean, guys, I mean, we're nobody's on here getting me to do this. This is all me coming on here. I don't sit here and like, oh yay. I mean, people aren't sending me micropayments most of the time, so it's all good. I'm not looking for, you know, anybody to, you know, this channel can get as big or small as it needs to be. Quite honestly, I mean, I'm happy with it. It was never built out as an intention to draw like a big audience. Like, I was never like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. I mean, I put these videos together on a whim usually. I've only actually sat down and created a video where like I had like a couple things I wanted to go through, and that was recently on the Bitcoin Cash conference, just because I wanted to have I wanted to stick towards something that show. You can go back and watch all those shows. They're all on the live section. But I mean, they're generally just me coming on here talking about it. Something is, Oh, sorry, I'm yawning so much, guys. I'm getting tired here. It's getting late. As common as coming on here is just talking to Korean Boy Jay about being a waiter. I mean, I have no intentions of this to get anything from this other than to enjoy my time. Hello, Chad. Getting pretty tired? Yeah, I'm getting tired, man. I'll keep it open for a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, man, you just got to get on here when you want to get on here. I mean, it's all it is. If you want to get on here, just do it. I mean, Jade, if you don't think it's for you, it's probably not for you, honestly. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. You come on this chat and you've been blowing the chat up tonight. Korean Boy Jay, you're doing your thing on Twitter. I think we're all kind of promoting it. I mean, even right now, with this chat that I'm opening up, I'm promoting Bitcoin Cash. I'd love for Roger Beer to come in or Jihan Wu to visit the chat and have some of those characters come into the space. Because we're all characters here, guys. We're just here all the same. Nobody's really that different here in this chat or in this space, really. Nothing. There's not a lot of stuff going on here. I mean, it's pretty small. Most people know each other. Some guy told me on Twitter he sold his house and bought BCH. I don't know if he's telling the truth. Yeah, I mean, man, you always hear about this stuff. People like sold, CZ did that. He sold his house in Shanghai and bought Bitcoin. So, you hear about this kind of stuff all the time, guys. I mean, it's like the same freaking story. The only thing that hasn't changed is these prices, which, they could soon. They could really soon, I'm telling you. Guys, we are live on Bitcoin Cash. Come on down. Don't sell your house and buy Bitcoin Cash. That's not a good idea. Unless you're referring to the housing market being over. I mean, then yeah, you can sell your house and it'll drop. You buy another house, buy some Bitcoin Cash, but it's just hard to tell where this stuff's going, guys. I mean, look at these coins here. I mean, this is the most ridiculous stuff ever. I'm not talking about this coin. I know nothing about it. I'm just saying these prices. It's like everything's trading against each other. It's impossible to really track a price. I mean, it's everywhere. These prices are all over the place. If they're somewhere on the dollar, they're somewhere on ETH, they're somewhere on Bitcoin Core. The graphs all look different. Well, everything's moving, but it's a little bit deeper than that, I think. There's some stuff moving together. So we just go through this stuff, guys. No big moves here. We're not trying to make well moves or anything like that. Jade, you don't need to sell your house and buy Bitcoin Cash. I know you were kidding, but people really do that, guys. They literally get in these, and it's usually at not a good time, honestly. When I've heard a lot of these people do this stuff, it's always at like the worst time. It goes down. Like, oh, I'm gonna sell my house. I heard about it probably over 5 times since I've been in crypto. That exact specific story of I just sold my house and bought this crypto, whatever crypto it is. So I've heard people say that, and it's just the same old story. I'll continue to hear it probably over the next decade. This was my investment property. I don't advise doing it. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Yeah, I mean, people that do that, they get caught in the moment a lot of times, and then it just goes down, and they just lose their money. So if you're really passionate about buying something, I just recommend buy it as your cash flow permits. I mean, that doesn't mean, you know, I don't put myself in positions where it's like I'm dependent on it to go up, or I'm dependent on, you know, I'll spend it if I absolutely need to. I don't want to spend it because, for one, I'm having to pay a fee to get it off an exchange because the fees here suck. And then I sold my soul for BCH. Yeah, we know, man. It's okay. I did too. You know, you sell your soul when you need to, but it's for a good cause, for Bitcoin Cash, because I really think we're doing something good here, guys. I mean, we're trying to really liberate the entire world. Give everybody the option of being in control of their money, even though they might not like the volatility. Nobody complains when it's up. I don't ever hear anybody complaining when Bitcoin or when Litecoin's at $300 or Bitcoin Cash is at $1,500. Nobody's complaining, and you know, those people that don't complain usually come to this chat. So, you know, we're able to kind of buy it whenever. Bitcoin collab, yeah, what's good, brother? Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back. So yeah, I mean, we're not, people in this chat don't whine about prices. I don't hardly ever hear anybody whining about prices in this chat. Like, it's as far and as casual as, yeah, prices are down, whatever. Are you being serious or joking? Yeah, she's just ABCH, well, she's telling the truth. I mean, technically, guys, we're all whales because we don't know how big it's going to grow. So people that aren't whales now become whales. I would say if you have over 50 Bitcoin Cash, 60 Bitcoin Cash, 70, 80, 90, 100, so on up, you'll be a pretty good size fish. You're not going to be a whale, but you know, once these things start going north, guys, the sky's the limit. I mean, I'm telling you. Some dude told me at Five Guys in 2017, he heard me talking to my friend about crypto when we were eating a burger or whatever. Came outside with me and my friend. We were sitting there standing. He came out there. He goes, "Bro, I've been in Litecoin for like whatever. I don't know, 2-3 years. I think he said 2014. So, you know, somewhere over here." And he just said, "Man, one day this shit's gonna be $3,500 or he said something around the $3,000 mark." And he'd been holding for a while. So, I mean, if there's people in the communities like Litecoin that have as much conviction, then I'll never forget this guy, dude. Ever. He was not dressed, you know, any particular way. He didn't seem like he was, you know, a lot of these money type people that like flaunt their money. He was just a very casual person. And, you know, those casual people are sometimes millionaires or even billionaires. And, you know, he just said, don't ever sell your crypto, bro. Like, he just made that very clear. Like, he wasn't going to get sold out for his Litecoin. So, I don't know, man. People, they get into these cryptos, man, and they're, like, into them. You know, it's like me with Bitcoin Cash. This guy was into Litecoin. We ain't complaining ever. Yeah, no point to complain. It's not going to get you anywhere. Whales have thousands of BCH. Yeah, they do. Which is just crazy. I mean, if I would have sold at the hype, I could have had several thousand Bitcoin Cash if I rebought. But like, when you say something like that, it's just so not true. It just doesn't happen a lot of times. I'm not a whale. Buying now would have been there at the right time. Yeah. I hit 1 Bitcoin Cash, 100 Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, congratulations, bro. You're up there with me, man. Me and your bag's pretty much the same, basically. You know about your BCH project? Our BCH project. Please elaborate, man. Please elaborate. Guys, I am live here, so come on down. Be part of something bigger, guys. Come on down to the chat. Make your way on down. We are live. Looks like this ₚ coin has finally came down from its pump about a week ago, and as you see, guys, it's just shows you the craziness of crypto. I mean, literally, guys, we go on like a almost. I mean, we literally go on like a 14x going up on this coin. It was on Binance, you know, 648 Bitcoin trading on Binance. That's what I got it towards, the BTC core, not the dollar. But just insanity, right? I mean, we're at like, we don't even know how low that goes. That could be a 20x for all we know. It did an 8x here, right here, from the 0.0001 to put 0.0008. That's an 8x right there, obviously. But this area down here is so much smaller. It doesn't even register how small it is. So, you know, it could even go, this could be another, you know, another 20 drop or 10 drop. So this could be like 20 or 30x on core, which is just insane. We were looking at this coin the other day, kind of joking about it, just saying like, what is going on with this coin? And, you know, thankfully nobody probably bought it, because the minute you buy it, it goes down. It's just like, you know, same thing on ETH. You know, just craziness here. And this coin's been around for a minute. I mean, it's been back since 2017. So this has been back since the rally. I mean, look at this coin, dude. This is insane. And I would not recommend buying this, guys. I mean, you know, there's nothing that would recommend me to tell you guys to buy this. But if you look at it, it's like, whoa, what happened? You know, we at like what gain are we at this point? Like a 10,000% gain? I mean, can somebody look this up and give me an actual mathematical answer to like where this coin was and where we're at now? It's just crazy. You know, like I said, nothing should and it went right back down. That's the thing. It came right back down. You know, still way up, but it's still way up from where it was, but just craziness. Xiaomi Bailey, you already know that this is a Bitcoin payment module. We just changed our name to Bitcoin Collab, still the same BCH hardware. Yeah, I remember, bro. You told me. Thanks for coming back to the chat. I hope you reach your goal. Thanks. How long did that spike even last? That was like, bro, this spike was like, we were talking about it one night. It probably a couple days. I mean, it went up in a couple days, but there was one day where it just was massively up, like 200-300%. On top of it already being up for a couple days. Search on Ostos to see our BCH project. Yeah, check them out. They got the whole Twitter thing, and you know, most people are found on Twitter, guys. I'd like to get back on there at some point, but right now I've been banned and I just don't want to go through it all. Thanks, I'll take a look. Yeah, we made Bitcoin Cash, BCH specific hardware POs. Yeah, we're glad you're back, man. So yeah, Bitcoin Collab, they make payment modules for Bitcoin Cash, apparently. So they've been doing that for a while. Check them out. But yeah, man, like HJ, bro, I don't know, man. These coins, man, they go right up and come right back down. It's just so bizarre. I mean, it's like, it's on Binance, whatever. But like, it's been around. I mean, this coin has been around since last rally. So it just is, it's very strange. Look at it, the dollar. It's gonna look totally different probably. Okay, no, it's still up. So, I mean, I don't know. This stuff is just weird. I mean, it's just the most weirdest stuff I've ever seen in terms of like, it's really complicated, guys. I mean, I don't think anybody in this chat, you got to have like a PhD in building trading programs to understand, you know, from a conceptual level on what's going on with this crypto stuff. I mean, it's insane. We're talking 10,000% gains. We're talking 100,000% gains on some of these coins. Not even, some maybe against the dollar, some maybe against core, some against ETH. Thanks Jade. Thanks for your time too. So I mean, I don't know, man. These coins just seem kind of, I don't want to say worthless because they're not. I mean, they're still trading strong. That's the craziest part about it. But I can't put all my money in just every single coin. I guess I could. Maybe that's where what it is that you do. That's the best thing to do, but it's just too risky, man. I mean, Litecoin, this is just crazy. All the way since 2014 has not made it back up there. 8 years. Guys, we're live here, so you know, not much we can't talk about. Yeah, man, these coins are just insane. They just don't make any sense. Nothing. No, these doesn't make sense to anybody. These jumps are just out of nowhere. Look at this. All the way since 2018. This thing's been trading against Bitcoin, the dollar, Ethereum. No end in sight. There's nothing. USD, it's even weirder. Your views just went up? Oh, nice. What are they at, bro? Just curious. Cardano, guys. I mean, this project took so many people down. You know, it's not Cardano's fault. It's just these people bought Cardano way up here, and you know, it's a death trap. You buy it up here and you go down. I mean, we've gone down, guys. Not gonna lie. I mean, my bag is, you know, I'm not up all that much on my Bitcoin Cash. The difference is when you buy up here and you come down with it, that fall increases as you get back down to where your initial was. So I mean, we've already, where we're down, yeah, we're down, but we're not down to the, like, if we bought at the very top. And that's where a lot of these people are right now. So I mean, have you guys been there? I have. I had a bunch. It went from 3 to 7. Oh, word. Yeah, I do see 7 people in the chat. So I guess we're looking at the same thing. I thought you meant on something else, like my total views. But I don't know, man. But yeah, it looks like we got 7 people in here. Litecoin is trash. Yeah, I had a bunch of Litecoin, then Charlie ditched the team, and I will never believe it in again. Litecoin was a new mistake on my part to begin with. BCH was the OG from the beginning. Yeah, I mean, Litecoin I think worked really well, for me at least, last rally, because I was trying to play, you know, hotshot stock trader guy, and I just found that Litecoin was the cheapest fees, that you could move, you know, your money around really fast once you got it to. You know, that was before Bitcoin Cash was around, guys, so you know, a lot of those coins ran really slow. Ethereum, Bitcoin took almost an entire 24-hour period for me to get it on Bittrex, and it just didn't make any sense. So I think it makes sense now where we're at, and the prices kind of make sense where they're at. I mean, it's kind of weird, right? Like, we're at $100, but at the same time, we're not, like, it's not as like super concerning as it would have, like, we would have thought it would have been in the past. Like, if we thought we were going down to $100, it might seem kind of bad, but now that we're at $100 with all this other stuff going on, and like all these you know, like all this stuff going on with the Terra, the exchanges, all this stuff going on, it's very chaotic, and we're at $100, but that doesn't seem that bad. Like, it doesn't seem that that's, like, you know, as bad as it could be. So I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I mean, even though we're at, like I said, $100, it's not really that bad. So drop it in the chat, let me know. Litecoin and Charlie are both trash. Agreed. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, did he buy back his stash? It just seems like kind of stupid if you. It seems like you'd be dumb to dump your whole bag. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. Now there might be more behind that we don't know. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, we don't know everything, guys. At least I don't. You guys might know more than me. If somebody dumps their whole bag on a project, that just doesn't rub me right. Now, if we're into a project and we go down together and we come out of it and the owner, the developer is still there, like, yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm ready to just move on and, you know, let's keep doing it. But I'm telling you guys, there's this weird thing with crypto that seems to be the case when a lot of selling is going on and a lot of new people are getting onto crypto. You know, that combination has to seem to exist, it seems like. And I don't know if that's just in my head and not really the reality, but it seems when these coins take these big moves, I mean, even if we look at Cardano, a lot of long-term holders were holding for years and then they dumped and then it went up and then more people bought. Same thing happened with Dogecoin. Same thing happened with the coins that people that are in the communities that have not sold a lot of their coin. Those, ironically, are some of the coins that aren't up. And that does make sense, guys. I'm telling you. Some of the coins, I'll repeat it, that people aren't selling, as in, like, we're just hoarding our coins, holding them, not selling them, stacking them, whatever you want to call it. Those are, ironically, some of the only coins that have not gone up. And that's around the board with a lot of these communities. Dash, they have a real strong community. BSV, they have a real strong community. Same with Bitcoin Cash and Neo. And some of those coins have not gone up. So I'm just saying, it might be something to think about. There might have to be a coincidence of a lot of selling, like a massive, massive dump, and a lot of people coming into the market. Because the exchanges can buy the coins too if they see it's just a handful of people dumping massive coins. They can buy those coins real quick and then go up a little bit higher and bring more people on, and, you know, the pump can continue for 3 months. It's just ideas, guys. I mean, this is all speculation. I don't know. It might just be, you know, maybe Litecoin would have gone up less if Charlie didn't sell. Maybe it would have gone up more if he didn't sell. We don't know. You know, it's equally, vague. None of us knows. Bitcoin Collab says, back when they said Litecoin was silver to BCH gold, I bought for some speculation, which was stupid. Yeah, I actually made some money on Litecoin. It was one of the few coins I actually made money on. But I know what you mean, man. Like, I have a little bit of Litecoin, but I'm not as stoked about the project, I guess, even it being up 30% this week. 100% BCH is great. I'm buying more than I could ever afford before. Yeah, that's a lot of the reason I like what's going on right now, is because a lot of the coins, including Bitcoin Cash, have became, you know, increasingly affordable over the last like 6 months. And you know, them being in the price point they are, they're affordable. I mean, they're affordable to buy. I don't think a lot of people are buying them. I don't think a lot of people have been buying a lot of coin. But I don't know. You know, maybe people have been buying the heck out of coin, but I don't know. I feel like the crypto things kind of died down a bit, and usually when that happens, you know, sure enough, then we start going up 300%, 400%, 500%. So yeah, just buy BCH and you're set for life. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the idea. We all want to be rich out of nowhere, guys. I mean, it's one of the oldest stories in the entire world. Like, everybody wants to be rich overnight. Nobody wants to put in the work. So, you know, I really think we're putting in the work on Bitcoin Cash. I mean, the whole idea, I mean, ℚ𝕚𝕚ᴍ, you said earlier, you have a second job just to buy Bitcoin Cash. Like, I feel you, man. I've been there too. So I'm saying, like, this might be the one. This crypto thing might be the one, but more specifically, this Bitcoin Cash thing might be the one. It might be one of 3. It might be the only one. It might be one of 10. I don't know, but it's something here, guys. I mean, we're growing this crypto community out. I mean, we saw what it could do already back when some of these other coins pumped. Like I said, ironically, a lot of the coins that people I know have strong communities that likely didn't sell their coins. You know, they didn't go up super high, but there might be some more to that. There might be a reason why that happened. People tend to, you know, forget there could be reasons behind some of this stuff. But I mean, I could just be cuckoo, man. Honestly, I could literally, you know, this could just be something that I think, and it's not true at all. So it's speculation for sure. I mean, that's all this is. But I bet if we took Bitcoin Cash to $5,000, I bet a lot of people would sell, because that, to me, that sounds like a mental support level. It seems like, just from what's been going on in this chat for the last couple years or couple months, and you know, just previous thoughts I've thought about, you know, ranges that things might occur. I think $5,000 is one of those ranges. Honestly, I think a lot of people would dump, even long-term bag holders, because they would see that as an up from where we were at as the all-time high, and an up from BSV, and they would dump. And that's when the prices really were going to take off to 20K or 15K, or, you know, 17, 18K. It is Chad. Somebody from the Insiders told me. Yeah, I mean, I think that could be a thing, man. Like, it just seems to be these coins that dump massively in these kind of hype moments. The ones that people are dumping are the ones that are going up. You know, it just seems that there's kind of this trend with that. I don't know if that's, you know, like I said, that could be completely off, but it just seems like the coins that people are very strict on holding haven't really moved that much. But that's not to say they won't. I mean, that could be like a ticking time bomb, or, you know, a spring. You know, the more it gets pushed down, you know, when that spring gets let go, you know, we're talking filling the gaps. And I've been, you know, saying this little phrase, filling the gaps, for months. You know, these exchanges can move this money around to these missing positions, or these people dumping positions, and like the price is like almost instantaneously unattainable again, like ever. Like, it just doesn't go down that long. Like, if you look at Dogecoin, if you look at like Ethereum, if you look at like a lot of coins that I've dumped, it seems like there's this pattern where you cannot get back in where you dumped. But I mean, we're talking a big dump. I mean, I'm not talking like I'm an Ethereum whale at all, but I'm saying like a decent amount. Like, you dump 50, 60 Ethereum, or, you know, what is running a full node now? Like 180 or 150 or 108 or something like that. I don't know, but you know, these numbers are hard to get back to. They're not easy to. Yeah. 5K short-term price and 20K long-term. Yeah, I mean, I even think 20K long-term is not, you know, not out of the question here in the short term, but like, it doesn't have to be. Like, I don't think these prices have to be like long-term out. Like, I'm not looking for 20K Bitcoin Cash in 5 to 10 years. I'm looking for it by like the end of this next month. Like, I'm talking like 10,000% gains, 100,000% gains, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000% gains. I'm not talking like 2x or, you know, 3x or 400, 500, 600%. No. I'm talking like patterns that have happened with cryptos in the past on a lot of these altcoins, like Neo, Dash, Zcash, where they go up tens of thousands of percents, like Dogecoin, where it went up 200,000%. I don't think there's been anything in mankind that's ever even done that, guys. Like, I don't think any asset known to man has ever done that. You know, those are the type moves I'm talking. I mean, Ethereum Classic, Ethereum, you know, these are coins that are up thousands of percents from where they were at just a couple years ago. So, guys, I'm probably going to wrap the chat up here. It's getting kind of late. So yeah, guys, I mean, it's been a good chat. HJ, Bitcoin collab. Jade, I think you took off, but yeah, we're gonna shut it down. But yeah, guys, you know, hang in there. Buy crypto, support crypto any way you can. You know the routine. And we'll talk to you soon, guys. Thanks for